All right, everybody. For some reason, YouTube didn't like us today. Our trials went great, but this time it gave us some problems. So hopefully you all found it by now. And this is our first virtual recital. Different way to do it. I've been doing virtual performances, and it's kind of different without an audience. I think some of the students probably prefer it this way. Hopefully by our next recital, we can have an audience again though. I have a few students who have never been in a recital before. And our first one, Lucas Bandersky, has attended his sister's recital, but it's the first time he'll be playing. And he'll be playing with a little help from his mother, some Follow the Leaders. So Lucas Bandersky is our first student.
I'm Lucas, and I'm just going to play
Follow the leader.
Follow the Leaders.
And skipping up.
And skipping up and down.
Okay. Have a seat.
I forgot to do it back.
Here you go.
Okay, this is easy. Oh. That's easy.
Very good. Now take your bow.
I did it all.
Feel free to applaud at home. I know they can't hear you, but if you're at that student's house, they can hear you, and it makes it a little nicer. My next student is also a first-time recital, Lucy Ross, and actually she only had one live lesson before we had to go to virtual lessons. So she's doing a great job doing it from home, and she'll be playing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and I think she's playing something else that I forgot to write down. So next student is Lucy Ross. And her second piece was Lightly Row. Somehow I missed putting that in the program. Sorry about that, Lucy. Great job for your first time, Lucy. And our third student who's first time to do recital is Blake Burkholtz. He had about a month's worth of lessons, I think, before we went virtual. And he's also making very nice progress. Today he's going to be playing the Honeybee and Cuckoo. And he's making really quick progress to get that far already in book one. So, Blake, take it away.
Hi, my name's Blake, and I'm going to be playing Honeybee and Cuckoo.
So great job, Blake. Very impressive for your first recital. Now we're getting into students that have been doing it for at least a little while. So you'll hear more hands together playing. Harper Waltz is next, and he'll be playing Lightly Row and Au clair de la lune, and French and German. We have a little mixture of nationalities for his two pieces. So Harper, you're next.
Hi, my name is Harper, and I'm gonna play Au clair de lune with both hands and lightly roll with both
Good job, Harper. So going down our list, next we have Taylor Bandersky. You saw her little brother, he played first today. She'll be playing a London Bridge and a piece from her reading book called Water Lily, because students are allowed to choose a reading piece for their second piece. So let's hear Taylor Bandersky.
My name's Taylor, and I'm gonna be playing London Bridge and Water Lily.
All right, nice job, Taylor. Next we have Tonio Lopez. I think I might have messed up here too. I only have one song and I believe he's playing two. Sorry, Tonio. Go Tell Aunt Rhody is one of his pieces, and I believe he's playing a second piece also. So Tonio Lopez in his first recital.
My name is Antonio Lopez, and I am going to play Go to Aunt Rhody and Cuckoo.
Great job, Tonio, on your very first recital. And that second piece was Cuckoo. His sister is playing next, and she'll be playing Little Playmates and Lightly Row. Not her first recital, but she also does a very nice job. So Nelia Lopez, next.
Hi, I'm Millie Lopez, and I'm going to play Little Playmates and Lightly Roll the piano.
Excellent job, Nelia. I like the bows that some of the newer students didn't know to do them, but I'm glad that the students that have done recitals before remember to do their bows. Next we have David Flax, and he'll be playing one piece out of his reading book and a Suzuki piece, the Suzuki piece London Bridge, and Bingo from his reading book. So David Flax.
My name is David, and today I will be playing London Bridge and Bingo.
Excellent, excellent playing, David. Nice job on the bow also. My next student, we start the older students group now. Emma Ross also had one in-person lesson before we had to do the distance lessons. And she's doing some Suzuki, but today she'll be playing a reading piece called Racing Toward Home. And so she was a transfer student that had a little bit of piano before, but she's catching on very quickly and doing a nice job, and hope you enjoy this piece. Bye.
Hi, my name is Emma Ross. I'm going to be playing Racing Toward Home.
Great job for your first recital with me, at least, Emma. All right, next, Graham Oakley is a new student, also a newer student, and we've been doing some jazz and blues type things. So he's had a couple months worth of lessons, but he obviously had played before. This is an original blues, as we're exploring seventh chords and blues scales that Graham will improvise for you. Thanks. So I just realized, I'm not used to doing these live with looking down and up from the paper, but then I missed some people. So sorry. I somehow skipped ahead, and we're going to go back up now and get Merrick Slack, who will be playing Mary Had a Little Lamb and Go Tell Aunt Rhody. And I hope Alex had time to look for those. Thank you, Alex, for listening to what I said instead of what I wrote down. So sorry for getting out of order, but this will be Merrick Slack playing next. Thanks.
Hello, my name is Merrick, and I'm going to be playing Mary Had a Little Lamb and Go Tell Aunt Rhody.
So for those of you who have played Mary Had a Little Lamb and noticed that Merrick did something a little different, she was playing a major to minor back to major version of it that we kind of created as we were exploring minor keys. So that was a little different. Merrick, sorry about skipping over you. I also skipped over Malachi Ralston, and Malachi will be next, and he'll be playing Chantarab and Little Playmates. Malachi Ralston.
Hello, my name is Malachi Ralston, and today I will be playing Chantarab and Little Playmates.
So that was Malachi playing the two pieces he would have been playing for our Tri-Counties music competition if we hadn't had to cancel it. There's a possibility it will still be happening yet this summer. Very good job, Malachi. And I realized I never got students out of order at the in-person recitals because I have all the children, all the students sit in order. So guess I'm just not used to doing it this way. But now we're back to our regular program. And next will be Madeline Yo playing two Suzuki pieces, A Short Story and Happy Farmer. Madeline.
Hi, my name is Madeline. I'm going to be playing Short Story and Happy Farm. Very good.
So that was great. Madeline just came back to lessons after a little break, and she's had one lesson before she recorded that. So I think she's jumped right back in with both feet and doing a great job. Amira Ralston is next, doing a song. We've been doing a few vocal lessons this year, and she's going to be singing How Can I Keep From Singing, which she won't keep from singing. So Amira singing next. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Amira Ralston, and today I will be playing How Can I Keep From Singing? Credit to Robert Laurie. My life flows on in endless song above His lamentation. I hear the real, the far off hymn that hails a new creation. No storm can shake my inmost hope, while to that rock I'm clinging. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? Watch though the tempest round me rears, I know the truth it liveth. Watch though the darkness round me close, songs in the night it giveth. No storm can shake my inmost hope, while to that rock I'm clinging. Since love is born When children's tremble sick with fear, and hear their death bells ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? In prison cell and dungeon file, our thoughts to them are winging. When friends by shame are undefiled, how can I keep from singing? No storm can shake my inmost soul, all to that rock I'm clinging. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing?
Nice job, Amira. I think she actually performed a vocal at the Christmas recital, so not her first, but her second time to do a vocal recital. Next, Wen Chen is an adult student who has been with me, I think, a little over a year, but she was gone for some months to do some education in Los Angeles, and she'll be playing ribbons, and she's made marvelous progress in this short amount of time. So Wen Chen. And speaking of technical difficulties, Wen nicely re-recorded that for me with announcing what she was going to play and bowing, and I sent the wrong video. So I'm sorry, Wen. You did a nice job of redoing that for me and used the wrong one. Next, we have Shaylee Zanaroli playing two pieces she did for Certificate of Merit earlier this year in February, I believe it was. Bagatelle by Bela Bartok, and a movement from a sonatina by Frederick Kulau, the third movement. Shaylee Zanaroli.
Hi, my name is Shaylee and I'm going to be playing Bagatelle and Sonatina.
All right, and those were the pieces, as I said, that Shaylee played for Certificate of Merit earlier this year. And she and the next student both received the highest ratings, I think it's Superior, for level 5. Amira, who did the same thing at level 5, will be playing a Bartok piece called Bear Dance, and a different movement of that same sonatina, the Frederick Kuhlau sonatina in C major, I believe the second movement. Actually, this isn't the one she played for competition. She played a different one, but she decided she'd like to move on and do a different movement for this. So, and I may have messed that up. So whatever she said she's playing, that's what she's playing. And this is our final piece. I'll come back and say a few words at the end and tell you how to make our famous little punch that we usually have. So, Amira Ralston.
And I'll be playing Bear Dance by Bella Bartok.
That second piece for Mira was from Musio's Clementi's Sonatina in C major. So I've never messed up a program. I've written part of the program so much before, but we did it kind of in a hurry. So I'd like to thank Alex Cecina for helping out today. He stepped in at the last minute, and I think this was his first time to do one of these shows, and we got it together. We made it through. The famous recipe for the punch my husband usually makes for the recitals. You think you can get everything from your local grocery store. It involves 7-Up and sherbet to your taste, however much you like. I did learn that you can't mix colors or flavors of the sherbet because it turns kind of gray. So stick with one color, orange, raspberry, lime, whichever color you like, and mix the two together. Put it in a punch bowl or a pitcher, and you have the famous punch we have at recitals. So thank you all for participating today. First time for everything. Hopefully our next time will be live, but you all did a marvelous job. So see you again this week at your lessons. Bye.